Hello, Allison. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Megan. She sent your website over to me for analysis, and that is what I'm going to give you now. So sit back, get some popcorn, settle in. No, it's not going to be that long. What I am going to show you in this video, though, is how you can get more customers online. I'm going to run through a few of the things you can implement just right now. And in addition to reviewing your website, I'm going to show you a comparison website, somebody near you, and show you why they are beating you in the online race, and then what you can do to counteract that. So first thing I do after I look at your site, which is beautiful, by the way, you clearly have spent some money on it. It's got a great color scheme, easily readable fonts. I like this roof in the background there. That graphic is really cute. And, you know, if I were a customer, I would love to show up here. Getting the customer here is what we're talking about. So after looking at your site, what I next do is look at this paid tool. It's called Ahrefs, and it gives me the statistics on your site, how your site has been performing over the last couple of months. And then the next thing I do is I go and do a Google search for Phoenix, Arizona roofer, because Google is responsible for about 96% of your traffic. You know, the rest of it would come through, say, Yelp or some other sort of, basic lists, you know, I don't know, like maybe even Better Business Bureau or stuff like that. But Google is responsible for a lot. And here's the deal. Most people don't know how Google works. And if you don't know how it works, you can't take advantage of it. And that is a problem, because with something that is so important to the amount of customers you get, visitors to your website, you definitely want to know how it works. So I'm going to describe how it works, and I'm going to do it while I am showing you the results of this Google search page. And the first thing I have to tell you before we start is that Google has an algorithm that determines the placement of everything. And that algorithm is looking for three basic things. Now, I know I said the word algorithm. I hope you haven't fallen directly asleep. And I promise I won't make this I'll try not to make it dull in any case. Here at the very top, we have what they call the sponsored ads. Now that means that Google allowed these folks to pay to get up here. But even that is determined by the algorithm. So paying doesn't necessarily guarantee a spot at the top. It depends on how much you pay for one, and it also depends on what's in your website, which is still going to be paramount to what Google wants to provide their search customers. Now, underneath the sponsored ones are what we call the map pack. We call it that because they're attached to this lovely map here. And the top one you can see is still sponsored. So that is one that, it doesn't really count in my book. But these folks here did something that the folks down here did not do, or did not do well enough, and they have filled out a Google business profile. Now that makes you part of the Google family, sort of, and so it makes Google believe that you are serious enough about being in the Google search that you are willing to fill out one of their profiles. Now, it's like any other online profile. I'd ask you what year you start your business. It'll ask you, what your daily hours are, and it's going to include reviews from Google reviews, if there are any for your site. Now, that is a great thing to do, because being up here is near the top of a Google search, and there is a monetary value to that. Being near the top is absolutely worthwhile. And this is the very first thing that the Google algorithm is actually looking for, is sort of proof that you are serious about being on Google. And trust me, they want proof. That Google is a company like any others. They want to please their search customers because they make ad revenue. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you down here below that is what we call the organic search results. And these are organic in the sense that you only have to have a website to become part of the Google search results. But it depends on the placement, of course, is what the algorithm is looking for. And placement is everything in a Google search. Now, Lyons Roofing is number one in the, first at least, a contractor I find in the algorithms placement here in the organic search results. Now, I'm going to use them as your Google competitor. I'm going to compare you to them this time. And I'm going to show you their website, and here is yours. I'm going to do something really fast here. I'm going to take your website and I am going to copy and paste it into this word counter document. You have 993 words. I'm going to do the same for them. Copy and then paste. And they have 958 words. So you guys are neck and neck. But what that means is that both of you have not yet reached Google's minimum amount of words. Even though you come out on top in this by what 41 words, you are not you have not reached the threshold. Google wants 1,500 words, and the reason that they want 1,500 words, according to their logic, is that they need that amount of words in order to educate their search customers on whatever it was that they typed into that box, and whether that be for oceanography or whether that be looking for a Phoenix roofer. They think 1,500 words will educate their customer, and whether it be about how roofing is done or whether it be how you do it or whatever, it's going to teach that search customer more than what they knew when they got there. Now, I will also tell you that words are not the same. So don't just put the word donut in there 1,500 times and figure that the algorithm will just, get away with it. No, that's not the way it works. You have 229 keywords on your website. That's really a good number. That's a great number of keywords. Keywords are words, or I should say little phrases, actually, that come from your industry. Now, Google doesn't know what your industry is, but it does know what searches, what websites come up in searches that include your website. So they figure that all of those other websites are your competitors. And so that's how they figure out what your industry is. So you have 229, your competitor has 4,400, and I'm going to show you what theirs are. Their keywords are, come on, there we go, and like I said, it's going to be stuff that's part of your industry. Some of it's going to be specific to the cities and communities you serve. Roof repair Phoenix, roofing companies Phoenix, how to walk on a tile roof, should I tell insurance about a new roof, roofing Phoenix. Now, I need to point out at this point that the algorithm does not know our language. It does not know singular and plural. It does not know that roofing is related to roofer or roof. It does not know any of those things. It is not that smart. It just is looking for what it has been told to look for. And those are specific phrases, replacing roof with solar panels. So, roof eave. These are all things that are part of your industry, and you have to kind of over-explain it on your website so that the algorithm will pick up all of these variations of the same freaking thing. Roof company, Arizona, roof companies, Arizona, roof, roofing, roofer, roof, all of those things will do well. And all of those things are satisfied over on their website. You can see that they have like a link that has like eaves versus gable. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you about is your backlinks. Backlinks are where your site appears on a different site, and there is a link back to you. So, for instance, if you have a Yelp profile that you have claimed, you can put your website in there, and anybody who goes to your Yelp profile will see your website, and there's a link back to yours. So that's what we call it, a backlink. Now, you have 426 domains and 900 backlinks. This is a really good ratio. And I'm going to show you, the backlinks are what they're called, but we're really looking at the referring domains. You have 426 referring domains, and your competitor has 608. So it's not that far behind. Here are their domains. They're on Wikipedia. I have no idea how they did that. MapQuest, Expertise.com, Yellow Pages, Porch.com, Superpages, and so on. Now, these numbers here are what they call the domain rating. That shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile. In other words, your backlink profile is 33, which is actually really good for a company of your size. And this is on a scale of 0 to 100. Wikipedia has 96 because, as you can imagine, there are a lot of other sites that refer back to Wikipedia. Now, the reason that this is important to Google is because Google doesn't want to send their customers where they're going to not be satisfied. If there are a lot of sites that refer to your site, Google figures it must be a site worth going to see. It's sort of like, I don't know, the Mean Girls in high school, when they talked about somebody, that person became infamous for the afternoon or whatever. The more people that are talking about you, the more important you are. And so Google is kind of like the mean girl in high school, I guess. So what this all comes down to is this. Your keywords and your backlinks have served to give you 20 visitors over the last 2 months. Over the last month. That's down 12 from the month before. You had 32 the month before. So you're on the way down, unfortunately. And your competitor had 2,800. Now, that is, 100 times more visitors than you had. And that means that they had 100 times more opportunities for those visitors to ask for an estimate, to become a customer, to put money in the pocket. Now, they figure that, and these are estimated figures, this company does a lot of research into regions and industries. They figure the value of your 20 visitors was about $74. Now, you don't have anything that's available for $74. So, that's not what I mean. But, on a larger scale, they figure the value of these 2,800 visitors is about $16,100. Now, that is money that is left on the table by you being where you are in the Google search. Now, I'm going to do one final thing here. I'm going to look for Eco Roofing as I scroll down. And I just want you to think about your own Google behavior. When you are looking for something on Google, how far do you scroll before you say to yourself, you know what, I probably have what I'm looking for from here on up. I don't have to scroll down any farther because, there's oftentimes when I go down and down and down, eventually I start getting to results that are not really that relevant to what I'm actually looking for. So I'm just going to stop and look at what I have from here on up. Would you have scrolled this far looking for a roofer? I guess that's my question to you. So that being the case, what I'm going to do is just summarize. So just in summary, the three things that I'm telling you about are the Google Business Profile, the keywords, and the backlinks. It's as simple as that. Now, these are things you can implement right now if you want to go into your website, and you can implement those today. Now, we can also help you with these changes with the goal of getting you many more new customers. And we do have a level of expertise and experience that goes along with that opportunity to help you. Now, Meg will be calling you to follow up and to get some feedback about the ideas that I discussed with you here. And thank you so much for your time. I hope I've been helpful. Have a great rest of your day.